Good day, traders. 1 minute mindset reset. Hopefully just a few minutes, and then we'll get into it a little bit later and we'll go over the charts. So today we're talking about mastering certainty in an uncertain environment. Now, today we had an absolutely mind-blowing day for movement, parabolic movement and parabolic setups. And so I go and I emphasize over and over again, opening range, initial balance, and Wednesday, day 3. And you're either going to get breakouts, you're going to get reversals, you're going to get trend trades for parabolic setups, or you're going to be in a market that's range bound. And we'll go through some examples of those as well, where there's virtually a 50-50 type of market condition as opposed to a 90-10 market condition. And obviously I'm biased towards gold because gold, like clockwork, delivers. And it delivers week in and week out, and it delivers down to the minute for measured, reproducible, simple, massive opportunities once you have mastered those steps. So today, later, I'm going to go through an in-depth video where we'll go through all the different templates and the major pairs, the indexes, oil, and gold. And we're going to go back through the simple steps because the simplicity of opening range and weekly high lows, daily high lows, I think a lot of traders are just blowing over that and not really understanding the power of when breakouts are triggered into the markets. And I know other traders are grasping that concept because several traders today had huge days. Today was absolutely insane. Today was a huge day, but it's nothing that hasn't happened before, especially with gold. 3 sessions outside of a weekly low or outside of a weekly high, or a day 3 level trapped up for the second day heading into payrolls, the exact same setup, just a different variation. So going back and understanding the power and simplicity of having that playbook, what that does for me is no matter what happens in the market, I can go back to my basic model, opening range, initial balance, 80% of the time or more. By the time Monday, Tuesday has traded, one of those extremes will tend to hold. Or it also gives you now a reference point for either beginning a new day count, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, or Monday, Tuesday, inside day for a parabolic move on day 3, or maybe even a parabolic trade on day 2 in London session, breaking out, becoming an opening range breakout. Day 1 breakouts in the market, maybe at the close, or we've broken out and we may pull back now 3 levels and coil into a parabolic setup on day 3. We may have breakout traders that break out and pull back into the close after the Fed, and it works inside for 3 sessions and continues the move outside of the range again after major red news at the close of the first hour of the U.S. session, which means your bias is already in place heading into the close of that hour for a potential continuation trade, as we saw on indexes, Swiss franc, Canadian dollar. And then also understanding a lot of traders are still just jumping at the gun for first red day, first green day because there's a bullish day or a bearish day, but not paying attention to how price trades over the course of the next 3 sessions. So again, I've mentioned that a first red day, first green day, there are signals. And in a basic model, you'll get a first green day at the bottom of a pump and dump for the continuation move back to the high of the week. Traders are seeing a market close at the high of the week and calling it first green day, but we've already just in fact taken out the high of the week. Same thing goes for a first red day. Creating certainty comes back to breaking everything down from the big picture right to the little picture, right to the timing window after major red news for a coiled parabolic opportunity, if indeed that setup is there. Not just doesn't mean every single market is going to set up perfectly, but out of a basket of instruments, we're going to get best trade setups. When we break out of weekly levels, we potentially may now be setting up for a best trade setup for either a continuation move, as we see on the Canadian dollar, making lower lows and lower highs. Even though it looked like a short squeeze setup, it's all about how does price behave. It went lower. Well, it's obviously not a short squeeze. It pulled back and went sideways and broke down again today. After major red news, continued to go parabolic. Timings, levels, behavior of price. So you take the big picture, Monday's opening range, Tuesday initial balance, Wednesday day 3, free cash Wednesday, turned into free cash Thursday on several pairs because day 1, day 2, day 3 into Thursday, from a high of the week to low of the week for gold. Breakout pullback continuation on Swiss franc, Canadian dollar. Day 3 breakouts, day 2 breakouts in the market, day 3 breakouts, pullback and continued. Day 3, level 3, blowing off potentially in the direction of the trend. So tomorrow could be a massive opportunity maybe for a reversal trade. Don't know. Won't have any idea until it gets there. But the process is what creates certainty in an uncertain environment. So somebody said to me today, can you walk through what your thesis was on these setups? I'm going to repeat this, and I'm going to keep repeating it. Monday, opening range. Tuesday, initial balance. Wednesday, day 3. We might have day 3 breakouts in the market. But if Monday's our opening range and Tuesday breaks out, that's day 1 in a new week. If Wednesday breaks out and it's out of balance and it's day 2, and we had Fed yesterday and it pulls back into the breakout, we could get day 3 breakouts blowing off in the direction of the trend after major red news. The process is applied on any instrument. When somebody says, what's your thesis? My thesis is Monday, opening range. Tuesday, initial balance. Do we have day 3 longs in the market? Day 2 longs in the market? Was there an inside day? Did it break lower and pull back? Escalator up? Elevator down? Did it break out for 3 sessions outside of the low of the week and coil? After major red news, coil, hit the low, pulled back inside and coil sideways, right at the end of the hour. 1 hour to either be building positions or to build your thesis or to decide, is this a dump and pump at the low of day 3 after 3 sessions sitting outside of the range? So just let me clarify. We had major red news, 3 sets of major red news, all at 830 for US dollar. It could have exploded and went down. There was room on the downside. It could have. We have no idea what it's going to do. But what did it do? It went down and hit the low and pulled back inside and continued to coil sideways for the rest of the hour inside of the EMA. Parabolic short squeeze, day 3, 3 sessions outside of the range, dump and pump setup for an explosive parabolic move all the way back to the high of Tuesday. Wednesday broke out. Sorry, Wednesday's high. Wednesday, we broke out Thursday morning in Asia. Day 3 blows off in the direction of the trend, and they held it out there, lower lows, lower highs, till the beginning of the U.S. window. So when somebody says, what's your thesis? I'm going to just walk back through the entire process. The process is what builds the thesis. And then it's about the timings, the levels, and how does price behave. That's it. Simple. Short squeeze reversals, parabolic reversals for long squeezes, trend trades, euro, pound, breakout pullback, consolidation, parabolic continuation trades, US Swiss, US Canadian, trend trades, 3 sessions of drop from the previous day's high, S&P, NASDAQ. And of course, we had first red day on the DJ30, but that coiled sideways into the low of Monday, the low of the week. First hour pins down and consolidates inside of the EMA, 5-minute chart, break, false break, consolidation above the lower rectangle, pattern within a pattern, right at 9:30, explosive move back to the high of the week. The process is what helps you create certainty in an uncertain environment. And I said this before the session started today, sit, be patient, focus on 90-10. Shut everything off and just focus. Pick 1 or 2. Focus. It's either a dump and a pump and a dump, or you're in a market that doesn't even have a setup and there's nothing even on that chart. And that goes back to understanding the process. Monday's opening range, Tuesday's initial balance, day 3. High of week, low of week, low of week, high of week, low of day, high of week, high of day, low of week, or low of week, high of day, as we saw in gold. Major, massive short squeeze, an absolutely huge day. So the process Create certainty in an uncertain environment. Control the things that you can control and don't worry about the things that you can't control. Manage this, stay focused, manage your downside, load up into your upside when you have a 5-star scalable best trade setup opportunity. So hopefully we'll walk through these in the charts. I'm going to come back and go through the charts in detail. The template, the process. Create certainty in an uncertain environment. Congratulations to the traders who nailed those trades today. Massive day. 1% better every single day. Opportunities are never ending in these markets. Never ending. Doesn't matter what happens. If they bring something else in later, who cares? Focus on right now. Focus on mastering the setups, the process. Have a great day, traders, and may the markets go with you.